Okay, this is how you use 2D design to create a joint and a kerf. Okay, this is a comb joint. Now the first thing we're going to do straight away is go from step lock to grid lock. And that's on the right hand menu if you can't see that. Then I'm going to go into the dots menu, which is the grid coordinate setting above that, and I'm going to change my grid spacing to 6 by 6 millimeters. The reason being is that the material I am cutting today is medium density fiberboard, which is 6 millimeters thick. I'm then going to draw out a strip, and this is going to be your task as well. I'm going to draw out a strip, and I'm going to look down here at the REL, which means relationships, and I'm going to draw out a strip which is 102 by we will say 102 by 36. Right, so that's going to be my rectangular strip. I just use the square shape tool, which is 2 below the black selection key. What I'm then going to do is I'm going to draw a straight line tool, and I'm going to hold my left mouse button down on the draw straight line tool next to the black arrow, and I'm going to use the interconnected lines to do my joint first. Now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to select anywhere on here, round about 1/3 of the way across, and I'm going to do a little line going down like this. And what I'm doing is I'm kind of creating what looks like a little castle wall. In fact, this is called castellation, yeah, when you have a joint like this. And that's going to create a little comb joint. Okay, so when I cut this, I can actually turn this into something two-dimensional using that joint. I'm just going to sort of show you a plan view, and that joint would be like this, but you can imagine that down the sides of it, it will actually have fingers. That's why it's called a comb joint, because it looks like the fingers of a comb. And so if you look down it, it will, for example, have a comb joint like this, which comes off of the other side. Does that make sense? Yeah, I'm sort of drawing it in oblique there so you can see it, how it will look like in 3D. Okay, the next thing I'm going to ask you to do is go back to the lines, and I want you to go back into straight lines. And what I'm going to do is you're going to do a little kerf at the end of this. And the way that you can do kerfs in many different ways, but what I'm going to do is I'm just going to have one line there, and then a long line, one line there, and then a long line. And you can use different patterns, different combinations of lines, but this is just a really basic, just introductory sort of style level to doing a joint and a kerf. So we'll laser cut those perhaps during the course of the lesson, and then basically you can see how those join together and actually how that can bend. Thanks for watching.